Welcome to the Ordinary Marathoner podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Ordinary Marathoner podcast. My name is Coach Scott. I'll be your host today. It is Wednesday, October 22nd. It's not Wednesday, it's Thursday, October 22nd. I don't know. I'm a day behind here, I guess. Yeah, but it is Thursday. It's definitely Thursday. We got Thursday night ride tonight. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this podcast out. It's probably about 2:30 in the afternoon right now to really plug our Thursday night ride. But we got some movie trivia coming at you. If you want to join our trivia rides, we live stream them. So if you don't join us on Thursday night, you can always check them out. You can actually ride, and I know some people that do this. They will ride the Zwift, whatever Zwift course they like, and then watch us on the YouTube so that they can kind of go back and forth and maybe participate in the trivia or whatever they so choose. But yeah, it's we got some movie trivia for you tonight, and it'll be fun. We'll be live streaming it at 6:35 p.m. Eastern time if you're interested in that. Another exciting bit of news is that on next Wednesday at 6 p.m., USA Triathlon is giving me another Zwift ride. You'd think they learned their lesson after one, but apparently they haven't, and I'll be doing another Zwift ride for them. We're doing a workout ride, some threshold ladders. For those of you guys who train with me, you know what ladders are. We're doing them on the bike. It should be a pretty good workout, 6 p.m., on Wednesday, October 28th. If you're on Zwift, all you got to do is go to the events section, look up group workouts. I don't think it's in there yet. I don't think they've populated yet, but give it a couple days and it'll be there. Just look up USA Triathlon workouts and it'll be there. You can register for it, and really looking forward to that. That was a lot of fun last time. We'll be live streaming it again. This workout will be challenging. I've done it myself. I did it Tuesday night. And it's fun. It's fun and challenging, and we're gonna have a good time doing it. So, and I love that I'm able to do that with USA Triathlon and Zwift. It's I feel like when we started this, it's just me, little old me, ordinary marathoner. Yeah, I ran a marathon once, and now USA Triathlon and Zwift are combining, and I get the chance to participate here. It just feels really cool. It feels like we're actually moving forward in a positive way, and always growing, and always sort of bringing people into fitness and training, whether it be triathlon or running. It doesn't matter. But yeah, I guess that's kind of become our mission here, I guess, over the years. So I love it, and I'm looking forward to Wednesday night and getting that done. Want to thank everybody for going out of their way over the past week since the last podcast and registering for the Ordinary Marathon. A bunch of you guys after the podcast went on over to ordinarymarathon.com, registered for our race. Now you have to register for the 2021 race. It's $10. If you want a medal, it's another $9. If you want a race shirt, which we haven't even designed yet, but if you want a race shirt, it's another $15. We try to make it as affordable as possible. We will be connected to a charity, and I do have an announcement coming, hopefully in early November, in terms of what we're going to be doing charity-wise for the Ordinary Marathon, and it's going to be an exciting announcement. But again, I can't really say anything till November. So it's coming, guys. I tell you guys that we're busy. I tell you that behind the scenes we got a lot going on. We really do. We really do. It's not. I'm not lying. We're busy. Anyway, but I do thank you guys. We had a bunch of people register, and look, we're not capping this. So as many people as you want, send it to your friends, send it to whoever. We need some people here, and I'm going to tell you why we need people. I want to do a slideshow. I love the slideshow. I feel like that's really what puts the cherry on top of our race. It really kind of makes us stand out in terms of, you see a lot of other people a lot of other groups do virtual races, right? A lot of other groups, some of them will give giveaways, some of them don't, some of them not. It's just a fundraiser for charity or whatnot. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but what kind of value do you guys get out of it? And I think we go the extra mile to really try to do that. Now, typically on our 10-day event, I do a giveaway per day. I've already got like 7 things to give away for over 3 days. So we have 3 days. So it's going to be multiple giveaways over the course of those 3 days. I'm going to need pictures for this slideshow. Now, last time we had about 70 people register for the race, and over 10 days, I had so many pictures that I had to discard some of them. I couldn't include all of the ones that you guys gave me. This time we only have 3 days. So we're going to have to kind of really hammer the pictures if you want me to do a slideshow. I want to do a slideshow because I honestly think it's the cherry on top. It's the kind of thing that you can be like, hey, you remember when we participated in that and we did that good thing for that good cause, and we came together, and maybe months from then you have like a lapse in training and you just look for that little bit of motivation and you think, man, remember when we did that video and we contributed to that great virtual race? That's what we like to see. That's what we like to do. That's what we like to provide for you guys. So it's going to be fun. I hope it's going to be exciting. I hope those 3 days are really sort of intense. That's another thing too, is sometimes we do the 10-day event and it seems like it kind of wanes at certain periods of time in the middle of the week and stuff like that. This is going to be compressed into 3 days. We have 3 days. So let's get it done. Let's do it together. I'm just excited for it. I am super excited for it. And again, thank you for all who have registered. Some of you guys even registered twice. You know who I'm talking to too. Like you had registered before and then you went and registered again. Now remember, if you registered for the 2021 Ordinary Marathon, you're automatically entered into the half marathon. In essence, the half marathon is free. We're doing all the giveaways. We're doing the slideshow. The only thing is you're not going to get a real medal. You're not going to get the shirt for that. We're not doing that for the half marathon. This is sort of just a free thing that we're going to have fun with. And we're going to do our giveaways and all that good stuff. But it's just an add-on to the 2021 spring race that we got going on that we do every year. So super exciting, guys. And again, thank you so much for getting involved. And if you're not involved, we have plenty of time to November 27th. Registration will be open. We have no deliverables, so I can leave that registration open right up to November 27th. Thank you guys for donating, by the way. Some of you guys have donated extra cash to our charity, and we don't even know the charity yet. So, but thank you for that. And you can guarantee that your money will go to the cause that we select, which will be announced again, hopefully in early November. Can you tell I'm excited? I'm excited. I wish I had someone to talk to here. I wish I had a co-host. I don't. I got to talk to myself. I'm excited. Me. Yeah, me too. Okay. I want to thank Sue Reynolds for coming to our happy hour this past Friday. What an amazing presentation she gave. That is up on the YouTube channel as well. If you want to go check it out, it's about an hour long. The presentation itself is probably about a half an hour, so you can kind of fast forward to when she has a PowerPoint, so you can see it there. What an amazing story Sue has. She was great on our podcast when she was our guest. What an amazing story. I still can't get over, I'm watching her do her, put the story to her own slides and her own kind of PowerPoint presentation there. And man, it's just, when I see someone say like, oh, I was 340 pounds. I was 60 years old. Most of my friends are knitting and now I'm a triathlete, and she's a world-class triathlete. It's not even like it's just insane, guys. It's insane. Check it out. Check out the story. If you want some inspiration, man, there it is. There, you can never say it's too late. You can never say you're too out of shape. You can just watch that and you'll have no excuses. You just have no excuses to start and begin. And we can help you with that too. Just go over to teamordinary.com. Check out our Couch to 5K program. Just get it going. And we've had multiple people now reach out to us about that Couch to 5K. People are doing it. People are really doing it. And I'm impressed. I'm proud. People are asking me questions about it. I love to talk about it. Get up, get moving, guys. It's you only live once. Don't let it get by you. Don't let it pass you by, man. I'm telling you. But listening to Sue talk. Now, I had given a presentation myself about a couple weeks before that to Allison Knott's group membership club people, and had a lot of fun. I made my own PowerPoint as well. Yes, PowerPoint. You're not legit until you have a PowerPoint, let me tell you. But I gave a presentation, and she said, "Why don't you just go in and tell your story?" And so I did. And I've had some conversations with some people that listened to that since then. Mike Romans being one of them. Congratulations, Mike, by the way. Congratulations on Mike has adopted. I think he got them both, right? His son and his daughter. His son Nathan is, watches us on YouTube all the time, and I love Nathan. I'm like Nathan's biggest fan. I just root for him all the time. He wants Mike to set up like a trainer for his kid's bike so he can ride with us on Zwift on his bike, and I think that's awesome. Just a good kid, and I look forward to watching him kind of develop into a little mini Mike Romans over the next few years. I think that's going to be awesome. But anyway, Mike and I talked about the presentation after, and I really think that we can kind of make a few new videos and talk about a few topics that I think are very underserved out there. And it's one of those things that we do want to work on. Sort of, I'm going to work on a couple new videos, and we'll be putting them out. I'll let you guys know when they're available. But I think we can do some good things, and I think Mike thinks so too, and try to put that together and get that stuff. I don't want to give away too many spoilers on that, so I'm going to hold back a little bit. But you can look for a couple more videos coming out from us in the next month, I would say. And it just, and seeing Sue do like something similar, and just being so inspired by that, I feel like it's going to make me move that much faster, which is really good. So I did want to talk to you guys about a couple other things today. In particular, I wanted to talk about motivation. And sort of like that, what makes from day to day, sort of like the hierarchy of what gets you moving, what gets you going, what gets you up and into your workout, making sure you check the box every single day. And I think, this week for me, I'm 4 for 4. I'm a perfect 4 for 4 in getting up and being on the bike at 5 a.m. That's been my thing over the last, finish tomorrow. Tomorrow will be 10 weeks. Tomorrow will be 10 weeks of getting up and being on that bike at 5 a.m. Out of the 10 weeks, I've missed 2 days, one of which I had a really good excuse. And I think the other of which my Wi-Fi was busted because of a power outage, which was, I guess I could have gone through my cell phone to get Wi-Fi that way, but because of the hotspot or whatnot, but I couldn't figure that out at 5 a.m. I went back to bed. Anyway, so I've missed 2 days, which is a pretty consistent record. I mean, that's pretty darn good from a guy that didn't wake up at all in the morning to work out to a guy that's gone 10 weeks and has missed 2 days. I'm feeling pretty proud about that. I am. But there's I think in the beginning, the level 1 of being successful in getting up in the morning is motivation. That's the first level. That's the, I know I need to do it. I really want to do it. I want to get up and get on that bike, whatever that motivation may be. It's, that's the thing that gets you out of bed first. Now, the thing is, some mornings you get up and motivation isn't enough, and it goes to that next level. And that next level, for me at least, is sort of like the competitive me. It's sort of the, I need to be better, right? So that motivating factor that, hey, I want to set a good example as a coach. I want to set a good example as a father for my daughter. I want to do all that good stuff. That might get me out the first day, and the next day, if that doesn't work, then I'm like, all right, well, it's just, this is my job. I have to do it. I got to get better. I have to improve. I got to do more. All right. So yeah, maybe this morning I don't care about setting an example, but I do care about improving for myself. And I get up and I get onto the bike. Third level, I think for me, accountability. What do I mean by accountability? I mean, man, it's one thing if it's just me getting up and rolling out of bed and jumping on the bike. It's another if I have guys like Ron Booz and occasionally Mike Romans and Todd Seiden waiting for me to get up and to be there. I want to be there for those guys just as much as they want to be there for me, kind of. So it's kind of like a teamwork. It's like you got to go meet everyone to go work out. So even though it's virtual and we're all in our own houses and you don't necessarily have to be there, there's camaraderie to that. And there's accountability to that. There's accountability through my live stream. I want that live stream to go live every day at 5 a.m. I want to make sure that, if someone's watching out there, and sometimes there are and sometimes there aren't. But if someone's watching out there, I want them to know that, hey, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. It's my accountability. So I'm accountable to people watching. I'm accountable to the people that ride with us. And then the fourth level is sheer discipline. The fourth level is, I get up and the motivation isn't there. It's just fleeting. Motivation, we've talked about, it's like an emotion. It can be there one day and not there the next. It can be there for months in a row. Then there's the competition, the competitiveness. Do I want to do well? I need to do well. This is my motive. This is my time to work out. This is my open slot. If I don't get it done now, I might not get it done. All right, get up, get better, improve. Level 3, that doesn't work. I don't care. What do I care about improving this morning? I don't, whatever. I can do the workout later. Level 3, oh, but those are the guys. The guys are there. They're waiting for me. The listeners, the watchers, the people, the viewers on YouTube, if there are any, they're waiting for me. All right, I gotta. If not for me, for them. I gotta get up and do it. And then some days, all those things just don't matter. And if you're going to be successful, there's one thing you can lean on, and it's the discipline. It's the discipline. It's the routine. It's not even giving yourself an option to stay in bed. Just saying, I know this sucks. I know it's bad. I don't want to do this. I have to do this, and don't give yourself permission to say no. This is your routine. This is what you do. You get up and you go. Now this week, I've been all over the map, guys, all over the map. On Monday, I didn't get much sleep. Probably 2 or 3 hours sleep. It just was one of those days I just couldn't sleep. And for whatever reason, that alarm rang at 4:21. That's when my alarm rings. And I knew immediately that I was absolutely fine to get up and go and ride. Absolutely fine. I felt good. I was anxious. I was excited to go and do it and start the second week of our training program. It's a 5-week training program, the time trial tune-up. It's been really intense. It's been way more intense than our last program. But I've been feeling really good. I'm responding. My body is responding. I feel stronger. And I don't want to, I don't lose that. Everything. I was motivated. I was competitive. I didn't even get to accountability. I didn't need it. I didn't need the people there. I was going. I didn't get to discipline. I didn't need it. I was going. I was motivated, and I was being competitive. I had no trouble getting on the bike on Monday. Fast forward to Wednesday. I went to bed at 9 o'clock the night before. I felt like I got a good amount of sleep. I felt pretty good. And that alarm woke up. So that alarm rings at 4. It rings at 4:21. I hit snooze. Then it rings at 4:30. And then I give myself one more optional snooze. If I hit the optional snooze, then when I get up at 4:39, it's sort of a rush job. I'd rather get up at 4:30 and kind of just take my time and be deliberate. Especially sometimes my dog needs to go out, and then I got to wait for him to come back in before I can go into the basement and start the Zwift. So it's like then it really presses me for time. So Monday I had no problem. Wednesday, 4:21 hit. I hit snooze. I'm like, wow, I am just feeling beat. But maybe I just get a little snoozer in, and I'll, in 9 minutes when I wake up, I'll feel better. 9 minutes later, not feeling better. So I hit the snooze again. At 4:39, it rings again. And I'm like, oh, no, I'm not getting up. I'm not getting up. And I talked to Ron. Ron shows up almost every day. So I talked to Ron on Facebook Messenger. I started typing, hey, Ron, I'm not going to be able to make it today. And I have no excuse. I just can't do it. And I was thinking about hitting send. And instead I decided, let me check out one thing. I went over to the Zwift ride, right? So I send an invite to everybody, and they accept or they decline or they just ignore it. And I went over and I looked, and Ron said he was going. Todd Seiden said he was going. And there was Mike Romans. And Mike Romans now, he's a time zone over. He's a time zone over. So for him, this ride is 4 a.m. For me, it is 5. I cannot imagine waking up at 4 a.m. Cannot imagine. And Mike doesn't go to every ride either. He goes maybe once every other week. All right. He doesn't go a lot. So when he comes, it's like, ooh, Mike's coming. It's like, yeah. But if he can wake up at 4, man, I can wake up. And immediately, that's what hit me. That was what hit me was A, Mike is waking up at 4 and I'm waking up at 5. So I got no excuse. None. And B, Mike's going to be there. So how can I not be there? How can, what does he want to ride by himself at 4 a.m.? No, he knows that we're going to be there. I got to be reliable. I have to be there. So I struggled out of bed. I got my butt up. I came downstairs. I started the thing, and I wound up, so I skipped over the motivation. I was not motivated. I skipped over the competitiveness. I really didn't care at that moment. I hit the accountability, and that's what held me true to my workout. I didn't really necessarily get to the discipline, but that was kind of part of it, right? It's what I do now. I get up and I ride at 5 a.m. That's what I do. So that's kind of like the hierarchy for me. I don't know why. I just kind of I put that together. And I pay attention to it. The last 10 weeks, I've paid attention to it. And it's been helping me. In the very end, that discipline level, you know what it is? Do you want to be the guy that gets up at 5 a.m. and works out? And some people will say no. Some people, But I know for me that it's the only thing that's been consistently working for me over the last 3 or 4 years. Is if I get up in the morning and set that alarm and get up and actually work out, that ensures that I get one done. That's the only thing that will do it. Sometimes I can go through evening workouts and be consistent with that, but it's harder with that because schedules during the day change and things happen, but nothing happens at 5 a.m. No, knock on wood, like my daughter will wake up tomorrow at like 5 a.m. But typically nothing happens at 5 a.m. that's going to distract me enough that I can't make it, right? It's not going to distract me enough that I can't make it. I don't have any excuses to miss at 5 a.m. 7 a.m. I have playing, I just ate dinner. How many times do I say that on a Thursday night ride? I just ate dinner. I'm not going to be able to ride too hard. Anyway, I got on that bike on Wednesday, by the way, and it was the hardest workout that I've done in all this 9.5 weeks of training. The hardest workout. So not only was it the most difficult to get out of bed and make it, but then I faced like the hardest workout that I've done. And I got to tell you, I as soon as I got on the bike, I'm like, what am I doing? Why am I here? I'm like kind of like zoning out in my brain. Like, let's just make it through the hour and see what we can do. And the next thing I know is I'm getting through this workout. Now, I've had workouts that were not as hard in that first sort of 6-week program that we did a while back. I had workouts that were not as hard as this that I either had to modify or basically quit in the middle of the workout. There was one time I think I gave up on the workout itself because it was too hard. And there was one time I think I had to skip a whole lot of intervals because it wasn't coming to me. It wasn't feeling good. This time, I did on Wednesday and I did this morning as well, is that there were some tough intervals and I adjusted it a little bit easier, not too much easier, but a little bit easier just to finish the last bit of it. But it's one of those things where I still deem it a success. Get through the workout, you only give you little stars every time you finish an interval. You get the stars, whether it be at full power or 90% power. It still feels good that you get up at 5 a.m. and you get that done. You check the box. But this week kind of was like a yo-yo like that. It's like on a day that I thought I didn't get sleep and I wasn't going to be able to get up, I somehow felt good and got up and got it done. On a day that I got sleep and I expected to be good, I woke up feeling awful, but I still got it done. So, it's just been really good. It's been a kind of an interesting week on that front, and it's been really good. I have a couple things that I want to do in the next couple days, I think. So we have our Thursday night ride tonight, movie trivia. We'll be getting that going at 6:35 p.m. tonight. Let me know if you want to join us. And I have our ride at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. I will be there. Definitely I will be there. And then over the weekend, I'm supposed to I have like a couple different things. Everything is on Zwift for me lately. Everything is Zwift. I'm getting sick of myself a little bit. But, I talked about, and one of the things that I mentioned in my presentation to Allison Knott's group that I want to talk about was sort of like how, and I've mentioned this before, is the story of how I went to college to play baseball and how it basically got all screwed up and things went haywire and it was a really crappy story. And I never did it on the podcast because I don't know, the way I see the podcast, it's like I want it to be an upbeat thing. I don't want to give you guys like some negative Nelly story. I don't want to give you something where it's going to bring you down. I do think that there's lessons to be learned in the story from people who might be in this situation. And I want to tell it. And I figured maybe the best way to tell it is to tell it on a Zwift ride. So if I can do it on a Saturday, I will live stream it. I might have to do it on Sunday. I don't really know. It depends on the schedule and how things shake out. But I'm going to do it on the live stream. So if you catch the live stream, I'll be chatting away to myself, and you guys can ask me questions if you want on the chat, or the live stream. Obviously, you can put it on a replay, and you can listen to it as if it were a podcast, but it won't be out as a podcast itself. I do implore you. I sort of beg you, if you're watching us on the YouTube, to hit that subscribe button on the YouTube channel. We're up to 160 subscribers. We hit that the other day. I was very excited. it makes me happy. Just it makes me happy when we get subscribers. So if you're watching us on the YouTube channel, do us a favor, hit that button. And that's about all I got for you guys today. Register for the Ordinary Marathon, all that good stuff. And remember, every day is an ordinary day unless you make it extraordinary. So get after it, guys.